Men, what I'm about to tell you might completely shatter your belief in how secure you think you are. Today, I'm going to tell you the truth that most women will never admit out loud. You think GPS and location apps protect you from cheating. You believe you can track where your wife really is. Let me burst that bubble right now. Through years of conversations with girlfriends, I've learned 6 clever ways women easily fool any tracking system. And if you don't know these tricks, you're living in a dangerous illusion of security. But here's what's going to shock you the most. And I'm saving this for the end of the video. There's one psychological manipulation technique that's so powerful, it actually makes you turn off the tracking yourself. You'll beg her to stop using location apps, thinking you're being a trusting husband, while she's playing you like a chess master. Stick around, because when I reveal this in trick number 6, you'll realize how many red flags you might have already missed. Before we start, if you value honesty and want to know the truth about female psychology, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel and definitely ring that notification bell so you never miss these revelations. And write in the comments which city you're watching from. I'm curious how widespread these methods are globally. Trick 1. The airplane mode masquerade. The first trick is so simple, you won't believe how long men fall for it. It's called the airplane mode masquerade, and it's devastatingly effective. Here's how it works. She turns on airplane mode for specific periods, creating natural gaps in her location. When questioned, she has perfect excuses ready. My phone died, bad signal in that building, or the gym has terrible reception. Picture this scenario. She tells you, going to the gym for 2 hours. She turns on airplane mode, meets her lover, returns home, and turns her phone back on. In your tracking app, you see home, connection gap, home. Perfect alibi, 0 suspicion. The genius is in the timing. Most tracking apps show these gaps as normal technical issues. You never question it because phone problems happen to everyone, right? Wrong. She's creating these gaps deliberately, and you're buying every excuse. I've watched friends perfect this technique. They study their husband's patterns, learn when he checks the apps, and time these technical difficulties perfectly. One friend told me she practiced the timing for weeks until she could create 3-hour gaps that looked completely natural. Trick 2, the ghost phone strategy. This is the method used by the most calculated cheaters, almost impossible to catch. She buys a second phone, cheap, old, often prepaid. The main phone, the one you check, stays put, at home, in her car, or with a trusted friend. On your screen, it looks like she never moved. Meanwhile, the ghost phone runs the real operation. Every message, every call, every secret plan goes through it. One case I know, her iPhone stayed on the nightstand, unmoved all night, but in her gym bag was a Samsung that guided her to her lover's apartment across town. She came back before midnight, picked up the iPhone, and it looked like she never left. The financial trail is erased. She pays cash for the phone. Service is covered with prepaid cards. Sometimes she registers it under a fake name, sometimes under a friend's. Nothing connects back to her. The hiding spots are chosen with precision. Glove box of her car, a locked drawer in her office, inside her gym bag behind makeup or workout gear. To you, her iPhone proves she was home safe. In reality, the ghost phone gives her total freedom to live 2 lives at once. Trick 3, Wi-Fi and data manipulation. Most men don't realize this. Location accuracy isn't perfect. It depends on signal type. Smart cheaters exploit that weakness. Here's how it works. She turns off mobile data and relies only on public Wi-Fi. Suddenly, the location you see isn't exact. It's blurred, fuzzy, unreliable. Coffee shops, malls, restaurants become ideal cover points. Why? Because Wi-Fi positioning can be off by hundreds of meters. One night, she meets her lover at Starbucks. Your tracking app shows her in the general area, maybe a 500-meter circle. She could be anywhere in that bubble. And when you ask, "Where were you exactly?" she smiles. "Just at Starbucks, grabbing a coffee." Technically true. And the data backs her up. The beauty is in the plausible deniability. In dense urban areas, Wi-Fi can misplace her by several blocks. That gives her complete freedom. She can check in at a boutique, claim she was shopping, while she's actually in a hotel room nearby. To you, the map shows nothing suspicious. To her, it's the perfect smokescreen. Trick 4. Fake GPS applications. There are apps built for one purpose, fooling location tracking, and they're used more often than most men realize. On Android, it's effortless. On iPhone, it takes more work, but both are possible. With apps like fake GPS location or GPS joystick, she can place herself anywhere on the map while being somewhere entirely different. Her phone says she's at the office. The truth, she's across town in a hotel room. To you, it looks perfect. No missed signals, no strange gaps. Just at work all day. The setup is simple. Once installed, these apps override the phone's real GPS feed. Every tracking system, Find My iPhone, Life 360, Google Maps, shows only the fake data. It becomes her digital alibi, flawless and unbreakable. The most dangerous part? Simulation. Some apps let her program a route, driving to work, staying there 8 hours, then driving home. On your screen, she's a model wife at the office. In reality, she spent the day in someone else's bed. This isn't a glitch, it's intentional. And unless you're watching her physically, the phone will never betray her. Trick 5. The girlfriend alibi system. This is the most social deception method, using human networks to create airtight cover stories. It's devastatingly effective because it combines technology with social proof. Here's the play. She says, "I'm going to Lisa's for girls' night." Then she hands her phone to Lisa. Now, Lisa carries 2 phones, moving around the city, dinner, shopping, maybe a movie. On your tracking app, everything looks normal. Meanwhile, your wife is across town with her lover. The planning behind this is extreme. These women coordinate weeks in advance. They share calendars, line up stories, and even schedule fake social media posts. They create group chats dedicated to alibi management, complete with code words to signal when it's safe or when someone needs cover. The most dangerous part is the rotation system. It's rarely one friend. I've seen groups of 4 or 5 women take turns as the alibi holder. One week it's Lisa, the next it's Michelle, then Karen. Each woman shields the other's affair, passing the phone like a relay baton. It's not just cheating, it's organized cheating. A support network with technology and teamwork working against you. Trick 6. Psychological programming. The most sophisticated cheaters don't rely on apps or devices. They rely on you. It's psychological programming designed to make you disable tracking yourself. Here's how it works. She frames location sharing as an insult. "It hurts that you track me like a criminal. Don't you trust me after all these years?" She flips the narrative. Now you're the problem, not her behavior. Next comes guilt. "Maybe we should turn off these apps and trust each other like normal couples do." You start questioning yourself. Maybe she's right. Maybe tracking really is controlling. Then, the technical problems begin. "My phone's been acting weird lately. The app keeps glitching. The GPS didn't update." She repeats these excuses until you're conditioned to expect errors. Over time, you stop checking the data at all. The final step is reframing your suspicion as weakness. If you question her whereabouts, she accuses you of being insecure or paranoid. Eventually, you give in. You disable the tracking yourself, thinking you're proving trust. In reality, she didn't just fool the technology, she rewired your perception. The perfect cover. You remove the surveillance with your own hands. Which of these tricks surprised you most? Did you know about these methods? Write in the comments and include your city. Let's see where this information is most relevant.